guys, so question for you. Have you ever reacted to something or dealt with a situation in a way that the next morning you woke up and thought, yeah, I could have done that one better? Have you ever woke up in the morning after reacting to something the night before and realized that, oh my God, that actually wasn't that big a deal? Have you ever been in a moment where you're like, you lose your shit about something and then the next day you feel like a total ass for how you reacted? Yeah. You know what? I don't even know why I'm asking these questions because I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be yes. We have all been there, especially the stepmoms who follow this channel. And hey, you know what? I am the queen of an overreaction. The longest time dealing with my emotions and getting my reactions under control was a huge, huge challenge for me. And to this day, there are times when I'm like, could have done that one differently. But I have come a long way. And honestly, I attribute a lot of the lessons that I have learned and the strategies that I've implemented to things that I have learned from being a stepmom. So today in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 rules that have literally changed the way that I react to situations where previously I would have lost my shit. Now, before we dive in, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell so you are notified when I release new videos. I do release videos every Sunday evening. And hey, if you've woken up in the morning and thought back on a reaction that you had the night before and thought, could have done that one better, if you've been there too, click like, because we all need to see that we're not alone in these situations. All right, let's get to the video. All right, so the first rule is the 5-5-5 rule. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you've probably heard me say this 1,000 times. I've actually even put it in previous videos as well. It's just that good. So I learned this rule from one of the stepmoms that I used to work with, and it changed the game for me. So the 5-5-5 rule is, before you react to something, before you lose your mind, before you get your panties in a bunch, ask yourself, will this matter in 5 minutes? Will this matter in 5 days? Will this matter in 5 years? There are so many things that we worry about and that we stress about that 5 days from now aren't even going to be a big deal. 5 years from now, we're not even going to think about. The next is the 24-hour rule. So here's what it is. When you find yourself in a situation where you need to respond to something that is eliciting some emotional reactions inside of you, give it 24 hours to respond. For some reason, we are in this space where we think that we need to respond to text messages or respond to emails right away. We don't. There's no reason why we need to respond right away unless it's something that is of immediate concern. So if you get a text or you get an email or you're in the middle of a situation and you have time to respond, take the time. 24-hour rule it, because it's amazing how something that in the moment feels like such a big deal and 24 hours later, it's just not. The last rule that I really, really love, and it's, what would my 95-year-old self say? You can ask your 95-year-old self or your imaginary 95-year-old self so many questions in life, and it's amazing how wise they are. At the end of your life, when you are 95 years old or 120 years old or however long we're going to live, when you're reflecting back on your life, are you going to be happy that you wasted the time and energy on things that you're wasting your time and energy on now? Are you going to look back on these situations with the same perspective? Or are you going to be like, you know what, I should not have wasted my time and energy on that. It didn't actually matter. Think about what your 95-year-old self would say about the type of life that you're living right now. What would your 95-year-old self say about your reactions, how you're showing up as a mom, as a wife, as a stepmom, as a friend? What would your 95-year-old self say? Think about it. It's honestly, doing so is such a crazy activity and helps put a lot of the things that we worry about in perspective. And hey, I get there are situations that are worth the emotional reaction. There are things that we need to respond to in the moment. Absolutely. And I know I'm going to get some stepmoms reach out to me after this and they say, no, but you don't understand. This is what I'm dealing with, or I'm dealing with this, and I'm dealing with this high conflict situation. Absolutely. I have a video all about how to deal with high conflict situations, and I'm going to link it for you below. But even though there are situations that are worth our time and energy, a lot of them are not. Remember, your time and energy is a valuable, limited resource. When you spend your time and energy on something, you're not getting that back. So be very deliberate about what gets your time and what elicits a reaction. Now, I'm not going to say I do this right all the time. There are still times where I react in ways where I'm like, we're all a work in progress. So I don't think that you're gonna watch this video and all of a sudden everything won't matter. But when you do feel like you're overreacting or you do feel like you're overwhelmed, please come back to this video, try to practice these rules, because I can tell you they will make a difference. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please do me a favor and let me know what resonated with you or what your reactions are in the comments below. I love, love, love hearing from you. I will see you in the next one.